How many times have you opened a new Claude chat, typed something like, "Okay, so I write LinkedIn posts for SaaS founders. My tone is direct but not corporate. My audience is mid-level managers," and then realized you've said this exact thing like 15 times already? That's the thing nobody tells you about AI tools. It's not that they're not powerful, it's that you're starting from zero every single conversation. Today, I'm going to show you how to fix that permanently. We're going to take a real workflow and turn it into a Claude project, a reusable workspace that already knows who you are, what you do, and how you like things done. I'm sure everyone here has been chatting a lot with Claude. You open a conversation, tell it something like, "I want to write a newsletter for people who are interested in using AI tools." And from there, you just describe what you know about your audience and what you need. Claude gives you a first draft, but the first draft is never quite right, is it? Maybe the tone is a little off. Maybe the format could look better. Maybe something's just missing. So you go back and forth. You tell it what to fix. It gives you a second version, then a third. You're a bit of a perfectionist, so this goes on for a while, round after round, until finally Claude produces something you're actually happy with. The format looks clean, the content is solid, and somehow it even manages to be funny. Now here's the thing. All of that back and forth, every instruction you gave, every correction you made, every little tweak to the tone and format, that's actually a gold mine. Because what you've just built, without realizing it, is a working SOP, a set of rules that, if applied from the start, would get you to that great result on the very first try. No more endless iterations. And turning that into a reusable Claude project, it's one prompt away. Just type this into your current chat. Convert this entire conversation into a Claude project, capturing all the requirements we've discussed, including output format, tone, structure, and anything else that came up along the way. That's it. Your workflow just became an asset. And just like that, Claude summarizes every requirement from your conversation and hands you a ready-to-use instruction set. It even walks you through how to create a new project. Thoughtful. So you do exactly that. You create a new Claude project, give it a name you'll actually remember, and write a short description. Just a line or two about what this project does. Trust me, you'll thank yourself later when you've got 15 projects and can't remember what any of them are for. Then you go to the instructions field, paste in exactly what Claude just generated, and you're done. Just like that, your very first reusable Claude project is up and running. Adding knowledge files. Okay, now for the knowledge section. This is your reference library. Hit the plus button in the top right of the project knowledge area, and you'll see you can upload files or paste text directly. I'm going to add three things. First, my 5 best performing LinkedIn posts as a text file. This isn't to copy them, it's to give Claude a real feel for my voice, beyond what the instructions can describe. Second, a simple doc I made with 20 newsletter subject lines that actually got opened. Claude can reference these to understand what kind of angles resonate with my audience. And third, a short bio doc that Claude can pull from any time a post needs a bit of personal context. The project has a 200,000 token context window. That's roughly 150,000 words, so you have a lot of room. But my advice, only put in stuff that's stable and gets referenced repeatedly. Your evergreen material. Leave the one-off research for the actual conversation. Adding a GitHub repository. Now here's a feature that I think a lot of non-developers aren't using, and they should be. GitHub integration. I know, GitHub sounds like a developer thing, but stick with me. I've got a simple public GitHub repo, no code in it whatsoever, It's literally just a folder called templates with markdown files inside. One file is my go-to LinkedIn post structures. One is my newsletter template. One is a swipe file of hooks I've collected. The reason this is better than just uploading those as files, when I update the template in GitHub, say I add a new hook format I discovered, I just hit sync in Claude and the project is instantly up to date. I'm not re-uploading anything. Let me show you how to connect it. Click that plus button again in the knowledge section. Select GitHub this time. If it's your first time, you'll need to authenticate. It'll redirect you to GitHub for a moment. Then you search for your repo or paste the URL, browse to the specific files or folders you want, and click Add. Done. You'll see a sync button appear. That's how you pull in updates whenever your repo changes. And there's a Configure Files button if you want to change what's included later. Pro tips to get more out of it. Few things I've learned after actually using this for a while. 1. Treat instructions as a living document. The first version won't be perfect, and that's fine. Every time you think, why did it do that? Go back and add one line to the instructions to fix it. They get better over time. 2. The conversation history inside a project is cumulative. As you have more conversations in here, Claude starts to pick up on patterns, things you've approved, things you've pushed back on. It's subtle, but it adds up. So don't feel like you need to nail the instructions on day one. 3. One project, one job. Don't make a project called Everything I Do. Make a project for LinkedIn content, a different one for client emails, maybe another for meeting prep. Focused projects produce better outputs than ones with mixed goals. 4. Name your uploaded files clearly. Brand Voice Guide 2025.pdf is infinitely more useful than doc1.pdf. Claude can reference the file name as part of its context, so the more descriptive, the better. That's it. One project, and you never have to re-explain yourself to Claude again. If this was useful, drop a like, and let me know in the comments what workflow you're turning into a project first.